After watching the Voting Rights Act die on the Senate floor Wednesday night, there's still hope some form of the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act will actually survive. Now, the act failed to get enough congressional votes to pass, but President Joe Biden can still implement an executive order. This all on the heels as three of the other three officers charged in connection with the murder of George Floyd prepare for their federal trial, which starts today with jury selection. BNC's Dray Clark joins us now from New York with details. Dray?
Tashanea, good afternoon. That trial you just mentioned a moment ago is happening in Minneapolis, and members of George Floyd's family say they will be there from start to finish. And of course, they are hoping when it concludes, it will do so with 3 guilty convictions. Meanwhile, the White House says President Joe Biden and members of his administration are currently working on executive orders that they hope will satisfy those who have long been asking for meaningful and substantial change to policing policies all across the country. It was Congresswoman Karen Bass from California who initially introduced the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act after Floyd was murdered in May of 2021. The act calls for the banning of chokeholds, no-knock warrants, and qualified immunity, which protects police officers from civil liability. The bill did pass the House, where the Democrats hold a majority, but it failed in the Senate. Senator Tim Scott, a black Republican from South Carolina, agrees that police reforms are needed, but he presented his own plan, and Democrats did not like that at all. So now President Biden will use the power of executive orders to try and get something meaningful done. The full details of what might be in those orders is really unclear, but we do know that executive orders are not as strong as a bill passed by Congress because the order can expire once the current administration leaves office. Now, several law enforcement organizations say they are prepared to launch legal challenges to whatever these executive orders are if they don't like what they see. But certainly, I think it goes without saying that no matter what, there will be legal challenges once the full scope of what the president will be asking in those orders becomes very apparent. Reporting live in New York, I'm Dray Clark for BNC. Tashanea.
Dray, thank you for that report.